this week was pretty crazy. Were they down by 10? Or there's something special with this team, no question. Their ability to come back. But I wish they maybe give a little effort in like quarter 2 and quarter 3. Maybe try to score. Be comfortable with more than a 7-point lead. We know it wouldn't be Minnesota nice to lead by more than 7. That way, if they get ahead and we come back and beat them at the end, they will think they could have won. And so they will still have a moral victory. And that's what we want in Minnesota. If we beat somebody, we want the other team to have their own victory, a moral one. And that would be Minnesota nice. I don't want to be Minnesota nice. Let's be New England nasty. Dalvin Cook, one-handed catch in the end zone. Where did that come from? Let's run him on more deep pass routes. He can't make people miss, but he could probably outrun a linebacker deep. We need a deep threat. We need more downfield stretch in the defense so we don't go through the entire second and third quarter never moving the ball. TJ Hawkinson looks good. Whoa. Let's wrap Irv Smith in bubble wrap, put him in a big FedEx box, and put it just in that warehouse where the Ark went at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, and hope it just is never found. Kirk Cousins, thought he was pretty good. There was that interception at the end of the first half, which I think a lot of people were bothered by. I loved it. It's like, where was this the whole rest of the first half when we were just sitting on our hands, running up the middle on every first down? Let's do more of that. Yes, it was intercepted. We don't want interceptions, but if he didn't make that throw, Greg Joseph was going to try like a 40-some yard field goal. You think he was going to make it? It probably gets blocked and run back for a touchdown the way things are going. So he took a chance. He gave his best player a chance, and he did have a chance. Jefferson did have a chance to make a play. I think he was probably interfered with, just like he was interfered with on like 10 other plays. That was a solid play. It wasn't a terrible throw. It gave Jefferson a chance. Jefferson had a chance. Next time he does that, Jefferson will make the catch for a touchdown. We need to keep doing that. And that's a play we're going to need against a team like the Bills or the Cowboys. So keep doing it. And Cousins got hurt. He missed a play. And all I could think when that happened was, I can't remember him ever missing a play in the prior 4.5 years. And he probably has, but it's like he's always out there. And even when he's not good, he's still out there. So we're playing all these backup quarterbacks this year. And people are like, we're just beating backups. It means nothing. And it's like, well, our guy is always there. So we should get that advantage. We deserve to win if we have a guy who's always showing up and never goes. And he gets hit. He gets hammered. He gets nailed. He keeps getting up. He's got something about him like where he just stays healthy. And it's good to have guys like that. The way this backup thing is happening, it's like Josh Allen looking like he might be injured too. By the end of the year, when we play the Bears, we're going to be playing George Bland as a corpse, I think. It's like that's who the Bears are going to be starting, the way this is going for the Vikings. So, I don't know, we may end up 16-1. By the way, how many passes behind the line of scrimmage did the Vikings try? Well, it must have been at least 5, probably more. And just behind the line of scrimmage, tackled for a loss. You think maybe you should stretch the defense, do something to get the defense off balance, or do some misdirection, do something. Do you think maybe they know these things are coming, and so you need to adjust? But no, we won't adjust. We won't adjust. But we're 7-1, so I can't complain too much. Awards for this week. My butt cheek clench of the week. There were 2 major butt cheek clenches, both involving Greg Joseph. So there was the extra point when the Vikings pulled within 1 that sure he was going to miss, but he didn't. And then the field goal at the end, the chip shot where the Vikings just tried to run the clock down rather than score the touchdown. And I'm like, score the touchdown. I don't care if there's 2 minutes left. Score the touchdown. But we'll just sit here and let Greg Joseph kick the chip shot. And I was just sure he was going to miss. And my butt cheeks, they got to like the raisin level and then got even further. It was like what's something wrinkled and smaller than a raisin? I guess like Richard Simmons,
Howard Stern.
That's what it was like, my butt cheeks. And they still haven't like expanded much. I'm still sitting on these raisins from that Greg Joseph kick that thankfully he made and the Vikings won. But let's not do that. Let's just score. Okay. And if Taylor Heineke can drive for a touchdown to tie it, well, frankly, we don't deserve to win. The purple jerseys obscure the first down marker award. That goes to the refs who Justin Jefferson had a play, I think, in the first quarter where I was sure he got a first down. I just assumed he got a first down. And then they come back to the play. They get to the line of scrimmage, and there's 1 yard to go. I don't know if it was 2nd and 1 or 3rd and 1, but I'm like, what is happening. This seems to happen to the Vikings a lot this year, where Cousins or Jefferson or Cook or somebody seems to get a first down, and then they just spot it half a yard short. I don't know. I think they hate the Vikings. On that note, maybe the refs do hate the Vikings award.
And they haven't so far, as Heineke avoids pressure and heaves it deep. Samuel, the officials down there, and Samuel makes the catch! Steve Patrick, the back judge, ran interference.
Goes to the refs who were watching Justin Jefferson all day, because I know you watch it and like Justin Jefferson's like the best receiver in the league, or top 3 at the worst, and he's going up against Benjamin St. Juste. I know his name because he played for the Gophers, and he wasn't like one of the best players for the Gophers. He played with Antoine Winfield Jr. So it's not like Antoine Winfield Jr. is against Justin Jefferson. It's some bum who played for the Gophers who's getting a call. Like he can grab Justin Jefferson in the end zone on a key play, no call. He did get called for one, which was warranted, but there were a bunch of others. He was just doing it all day, and they're just like, yeah, we'll just let him. We don't like the Vikings. We don't want to give him calls. My ex-wife at one point being attractive award for something I'm pretty sure I hallucinated. That goes to Kirk Cousins for throwing a back shoulder throw. We don't see that enough. Let's do more of that. That works. That really works. Let's do more. The Mike Zimmer would bench this guy for trying to make a play that isn't part of his normal job description. That goes to Zadarius Smith, who Mike Zimmer wants his linemen who are rushing the passer to just rush the passer and lose contain. That's their job under Mike Zimmer. Zadarius Smith is like, I'm getting blocked. I'm not going to get pressure. So if I'm not going to get pressure, I'm going to watch the quarterback's eyes, reach my hand up when he throws, and try to knock it down. And he did knock it down. That's a great play of finding a way to make a play when your first line of defense doesn't work. Mike Zimmer would have cut him, I think. But thankfully, Jerry O'Connell's our coach, and he accepts that type of play. And last, I think, I didn't have this down as an order, but I think I remember late in the game, there were 2 times where the Vikings went out of bounds. Like they got a first down, I think, and they decided to go out of bounds rather than stay in bounds, keep the clock running. That was dumb. Okay, we got to be smarter. Let's be smarter against the Bills.